Broadcasting live from the reflecting pool on the plane of Dominaria, this is Tap Tap Concede. Hello.
Hello.
I mean, the reflecting pool was also, we just discovered, was reprinted in Shadowmoor, but originally was in Tempest, which means Dominaria.
Also, that's just what pools do.
Yeah, they reflect.
They just reflect, man.
It's like,
But where was this pool
did
from?
you see the reflecting pool?
Yes,
You mean the pool?
Yeah.
but it reflects.
Yeah, that's just the.
That's what
Yeah,
pools
that's
do.
a property of matter.
Yeah.
That's
That's not. It's like, did you see the damp pool?
the.
Yes.
None of these things are magic.
Well,
Anyway.
I suppose like a pool could be dry if it's like THF or something.
Look at this pile of packs I have.
So many. And we have more than that too. There's just those ones couldn't fit in.
So many packs. It's time for another Crack-A-Pack fest because people have been so generous. We got this box is really heavy actually. We have so many cards.
It's just weighty with packs.
Yeah. So we're gonna roll that dice in a second. But first, we'll start with a more recent pack. Just off the bat, a pack of dragons of Legend 2, English First Edition.
That would be the second of the Tarkir one. Dragons.
Dragons of Legend 2.
Because it went Dragons of Tarkir, and then Dragons of Legend, and then Dragons of Legend 2.
Yeah, that's how
I
it
guess
went.
so.
Yeah.
This is a pack of Yu-Gi-Oh!
So this is
That Jackson gave to us at Con Bravo. It's got 5 cards in it.
Oh boy.
wow. 5 cards.
Yeah, and 5 foils. 5
That's even
foil
less-
cards in every pack.
That's less than like the Dark or Homelands.
The entire
Yeah.
set includes 26 super rare cards and 19 secret rare cards.
They're devaluing the term rare.
You know, there's like 14 different rarities in Yu-Gi-Oh, right?
Is common an actual thing anymore? Or
I
is
don't
it
know.
just there's rare and then it gets more rare?
So I straight up don't understand what these do. Prediction
they're foily.
Prediction Princess Astro Morrigan.
Okay.
It's a fairy flip effect with an attack of 1300
Yep, that's
and
it.
defense of 0.
Defensive 0. That doesn't seem very good.
Flip.
Is it just going to die as soon as it comes into play?
I don't think it works like that. I don't know if Yu-Gi-Oh has state-based actions. During the end phase of this turn, destroy as many defense position monsters your opponent controls as possible. And if you do, inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each monster destroyed.
That seems strong.
Yeah.
Copyright 1996. This is not actually that recent.
What? No. This is recent. This is
Are these like ultra? Did we just rip a pack of alpha?
this copyright 96. Holy what? Really?
Oh.
This can't be that recent, or this can't be so old. I don't know.
Maybe that's
Yu-Gi-Oh's
just when
been around
Yu-Gi-Oh
for a while.
started.
Yeah. Here's one called Toon Rollback. It's a spell card. Target one Toon monster you control. It can make a second attack during each battle phase this turn, implying that there is already more than one battle phase. Another Prediction Princess. Prediction Princess Crystaldine. This has attack 1400 and defense 2200, and
Oh, what?
you can add one ritual monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Graveyard, I know that name. I
Yep.
know that term.
Okay. Also,
I
hand.
mean, seems strictly better, but this one is 5 Dragon Balls, and this one is 3. It's a ball with a star in the middle.
Yeah. We got Dark Dragon Ritual. Hey, Dark Ritual.
Dark Ritual.
Right?
That's a decent.
That's a good
card.
one, yeah.
This card is used to ritual summon Paladin of Dark Dragon. You may also tribute monsters from your hand or field whose total level equals 4 or more. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, add 1 Red Eyes spell/trap card from your deck to your hand.
Whew.
So you
I don't think.
I don't know anything about how to play Yu-Gi-Oh!
Do Magic cards ever use semicolons?
I don't think so.
I mean, interpreting the grammar of a Magic card is tough enough without.
So does it tutor up this guy, put him into play, and then you blow this out of your graveyard, and then you can go and get like
Dude, I don't
an
know.
instant sorcery?
Sure.
I like.
That seems decent.
I like that. I didn't realize this is like there are literal cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
There's drawings, of course,
Yeah.
but those are different from the actual cartoons.
creatures.
Yeah.
So this is weird. When we were getting ready to go, when we were getting ready to start recording, we knew we were going to do this Yu-Gi-Oh pack first, and James was making sure that he could get them to work in the card overlay for the video version. And what card did you randomly pick?
Which card did I randomly pick for the Yu-Gi-Oh thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
Well, it's the last card we have.
Oh, is it really?
It's the Rocket Hermes Cannon.
Oh, look at that.
That's so weird.
Don't they make bags?
There they is.
It's a warrior fusion effect. Must be special summoned with the Claw of Hermos using a warrior type monster and cannot be special summoned by other ways. If this card is special summoned, target one other face-up monster on the field, equip this card to it. It can make a second attack during each battle phase. Also, if it attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent.
That, my friends, is our secret rare.
Ooh.
I feel like...
Also, it's shiny AF. Look at that.
Well, these are all shiny. I feel like that would not be very
Shiny
good
AF.
in draft.
No.
Like, it seems like you have to have at least 3 other cards.
Do you draft
Specifically?
Yu-Gi-Oh?
Real talk, are these worth anything? I have no idea either. All right, let's
You
go on
didn't,
to some
yeah,
Magic
I was
cards.
like, I was thinking, like, did you choose that because it was the top of the Google search? And was it top of the Google search because it was like a page of the most valuable Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
Is this the Black Lotus of Yu-Gi-Oh? The Rocket Hermes Cannon? James is looking it up. In the meantime, we're going to do some actual Magic cards. Previously, when we've done the Crack-A-Pack Fest, I think we've gotten through like 3 or 4 packs.
Yeah.
We'll see what we get to today. Depends on how difficult they are to parse.
That bad boy is worth 79 cents.
Sweet.
It is the Black Lotus of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Awesome. A small carton of milk on me, boys. All right.
All right.
Yeah, roll the
Give
big
it a
die.
roll.
Let's do it.
1!
1.
1. Critical fumble.
Scourge.
Oh, it is.
It's okay. It's Homelands isn't in the critical fumble slot anymore. Oh god, we still have Homelands?
No.
Well, we do.
No.
They're tied together.
Oh.
I thought that would be the critical fumble slot. All right. Well, we're going to go with Scourge. This is a pack of Scourge that was given to us by David at PAX East 2014, 15. We're still in 2015. 2015.
Yes.
I can do math.
I was like, it could be left from that long ago, I guess.
Yep.
But
Except we weren't there in 2015. All right, let's start with
Scourge.
Unburden. 1 black for a sorcery. Target player discards 2 cards. So very, very similar to Mind Rot. But you can also cycle it for 2 colorless mana, which means just discard it and draw a card.
Seems decent.
Yeah.
Now, is this Scourge is part of the Weatherlight saga, right?
Yeah. Onslaught, Legions, and Scourge was the block. So I don't actually know.
Was this the set that was weighed heavily toward black?
Well, we just did that, didn't we? This might be.
Okay. Yeah, this seems okay.
Next
Scourge,
is
2 cards, cycling 2.
Bonethorn Valisk,
The
which
guy in
is
the background of that
he's
one is
firing bits of his body.
Ugh.
It's a 4/2 for 4 and a red. Whenever a creature is turned face up, there's Morph.
Uh-huh.
Bonethorn Valisk deals 1 damage to target creature or player. It seems
It
okay.
looks like he's either firing stuff or there's a very large fan behind him that's just blowing all his goo forward.
It's like weird skin flaps.
No, not okay with either of those.
Dragon Scales. 1 and a white for Aura. Enchanted creature gets +1/+2 and Vigilance. Or as it says on the card, attacking doesn't cause it to tap. When a creature with converted mana cost 6 or more comes into play, you may return Dragon Scales from your graveyard to play, enchanting that creature.
Well, that's kind of interesting, actually.
I believe this would have been oracled to say converted mana cost 6 or greater.
Mm-hmm.
That could be wrong, actually. I don't know. But yeah, there's a cycle of these that you play them, and if they go to your graveyard, you can bring them back, enchanting something huge and make it even huger. Hey, it's one of Alex's favorite cards, Carrion Feeder. Well, it's part of the engine in his Highlander deck that he's talked about on this podcast. It's a 1/1 for a single black mana. It can't block, but it's a zombie, which is relevant. And you sacrifice a creature, and you put a +1/+1 counter on Carrion Feeder.
So it's just a sack outlet. Anytime, basically makes it so anytime anybody dies, they start just loading +1/+1 encounters.
Wasn't something similar to this printed in Innistrad? It was something Connoisseur.
Corpse
Only-
Connoisseur?
No. But it was like 3 mana for basically the same body and effect.
Oh, there was the Falconwraith Torturer.
Yeah.
And you sack a creature to it and it gains flying, but if the creature's a human, it gets +1/+1. That was an Innistrad block.
That wasn't a counter, though. Was it?
No, it was not very good.
It was bad.
Or maybe, no, I think it might have been a counter. It wasn't great. We talked about it recently when we opened a pack of Dark Ascension.
I feel like the Carrion Feeder. I mean, I guess being a Carrion Feeder, he probably does. He's probably like
not super picky.
Yeah. Well, there's probably like a lot of like a big battle going on, and this guy's just kind of like standing on the sidelines.
You're just like, let me know when you're done.
Look, sort of doing one of these looks, like, huh? No,
are you gonna finish that arm?
You finish that? Next up is Break Asunder, 2 green for a sorcery. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. So it's naturalize for double the cost and sorcery speed.
But you can cycle it. Well,
but you will cycle it.
You will cycle it.
I mean,
I guess
this is the
naturalize with cycling is kind of main deckable naturalize.
Yeah, I mean, this is the he's got an artifact or enchantment. You really, really need to kill it. This'll do.
Yeah.
But if you don't, then you can just cycle it. So
hey, it's the blue dragon scales. It's dragon wings.
No good will come of this.
It's 1 and a blue. True. Enchanted creature has flying. You can cycle it for 1 and a blue. You can't cycle the white one. And when a creature with converted mana cost 6 or more comes into play, you may return dragon scales from your graveyard to play, enchanting that creature.
Not as exciting as the green one.
Make your giant thing fly. Zealous Inquisitor.
Although, wait, you can get that into your graveyard, of course.
With cycling, yes.
At instant speed.
That's much better than the other one, which you have to let die.
Right, so you could cycle it.
And then play a 6 drop.
Right before you. I mean, you have to have 8 to do that.
Your dragon gets flying then.
Yeah, exactly. It's perfect. Zealous Inquisitor is a 2/2 for 2 and a white cleric. For 1 and a white, the next 1 damage that would be dealt to Zealous Inquisitor this turn is dealt to target creature instead.
Nice, and it's not tapped, so
it's very expensive though to do it more than once, right? It's that the core, the Encore creatures that were in Vintage Masters. There was a cycle of rampaging BS that you could do with moving the damage around.
The trick with them though, they only did it to creatures you control. The core did.
Oh yeah, you can deal it to any creature.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
Yeah, so this guy becomes kind of interesting.
Hey, Vengeful Dead. It's pretty sweet. It's a 3/2 for 3 and a black zombie. Whenever Vengeful Dead or another zombie is put into a graveyard from play, each opponent loses 1 life.
That is vengeful.
He's very angry. He's got 3 arms and
just like, you killed me.
Each of them is holding something big.
Vegetarian dead.
Wirewood Guardian is 5 green for a 6/6. Elf mutant.
So you could be.
There's your 6 power creature, or CMC 6 rather. Or you can just get rid of him. You can forest cycle him by pitching him for 2 mana to go get a forest.
When I just saw that really quickly, I almost thought that was he had freestyling too. And I was like, wow, that sounds really awesome. What does that ability do?
Freestyle.
Well, he doesn't need to write down his his rhymes.
Yeah.
He hasn't written a rhyme in years.
Elf
he just goes in and lets flow.
Elf mutant. I feel like there's a few guys in Magic Origins, the new set, that would have a few problems with an elf mutant.
Yeah.
He is a 6/6, so
yeah.
Well, he's safe from Winnower.
Yeah.
Frozen Solid. 1 blue. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. When damage is dealt to enchanted creature, destroy it.
That's not bad.
Don't know why that second ability needs to be there.
Yeah. I guess that's top-down design.
Well,
like
I guess
a bit of flavor.
Yeah, I guess because this doesn't actually tap the creature.
No.
So if you have to, you can put this on a creature and then ping it, and it'll die. So if you have to do that, or you have to be in a situation where you 2-for-1 yourself.
Yeah, the idea being that it's encased in ice, so that if you just poke it,
it
falls over and smashes.
Yeah.
You've seen the end of Demolition Man.
Yeah.
It's basically that.
Oh no, Chartooth Cougar. This was in
Spicy Kitty.
Conspiracy.
Right.
4/4 for 5 and a red with fire breathing, which is One red mana gets +1/+0 until end of turn, and mountain cycling. So pay 2 mana, discard it, and go and get a mountain.
How disheartening would that be? Like, you're being attacked by a cougar, and then it breathes fire on you.
Yeah.
It's
like, oh, come on.
Yeah, it's like, come on. It's like, I was all prepared to be rended to shreds.
Yeah.
But now I'm going to get burned as well?
That's no fair.
It's already a cougar.
Riptide Survivor is a 2/1 wizard for 2 and a blue. Has it been Oracle to have additional creature types, or is it still just a wizard? It's got to be something else.
Well, I don't even know what...
And it's got Morph, so you can play it face down as a 2/2 for 3 colorless mana and flip it up for 1 blue. When it is turned face up, discard 2 cards from your hand, then draw 3 cards.
This says human wizard.
That's a human?
That's what this website is telling me.
That's not...
Huh.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, if you don't have 2 cards in your hand when you flip this guy up,
Theoretically...
That's fine.
do you just pitch your hand and draw 3?
Yeah.
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 So that could be interesting.
That's all right. I'm okay with that.
I like that's not a very threatening name.
No.
Like Riptide Survivor.
Yeah.
He's not like,
Hey guys, I didn't get dragged out to sea.
yeah, it's like,
Good job, Dave.
okay, I guess that's good. It's not like he caused the Riptide.
Yeah, I don't know about this 6 mana for a 2/1 that draws you 3 cards. I mean, that's okay.
That's all right.
Yeah, and you get to pay.
We've paid worse for drawing 3 cards.
like you
It's
can
true.
but you can do it on turn 4. Although at that point you're going to be discarding the 2 because you won't have played out your hand yet. But
Kurgadon. It's a 3/3 for 4 and a green. But don't worry, there's more. Whenever you play a creature spell with converted mana cost 6 or more, you put 3 +1/+1 counters on Kurgadon. So you can make it bigger and then bigger and then bigger and then bigger.
so there's this like 6 or more
Yeah.
little sub theme going on.
Yeah, which seems like not a great sub theme because that makes everything very slow.
Makes everything slow, and we haven't even.
It means
we,
if-
like,
it
we
means-
didn't see any ramp in this so
No,
far.
it means if there's an aggro deck, then you're losing to it.
Yeah.
Here's some really weird trivia for you.
All right.
There are 5 cards in this set that start with K. They're all creatures.
Are they all Kurgadons?
That's weird. No, but it's just I thought that was interesting that they're all creatures. No spells, no artifacts, no nothing.
Weird.
okay.
Daru Warchief is a 1/1 for 4?
Is this our rare?
No, it's a 1/1 for 2 white. It's a soldier. Soldier spells cost 1 colorless less to play, and soldiers you control get +1/+2.
So he's actually a pretty good soldier lord.
Is it?
Except
Has it been
he's
Oracle to say other soldiers you control get +1/+2? Because that makes him a 2/3.
Oh, that's a good point actually.
Oh, yeah.
And he is a soldier. Interesting.
Okay. So he's actually a 2/3 for 4 that makes soldiers cheaper and buffs other soldiers.
It's not bad.
It's a weird way of templating it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with this. This is
This
okay.
was obviously before
They worked out the current templating for
Well,
lords.
this was. I guess they were stuck in between. This was after they stopped calling them lords, but before they started doing other. And so it was just, yay, go for it.
This is really weird.
Hey, James, could you tell me if there are any exceptionally sought-after cards in this set?
I could, yeah.
Okay. What would be high on that list?
I don't know. You'll have to give me a second.
Okay.
That guy. I mean, you just looking at the picture, it's like that can't be a 1/1.
Right?
Yeah, that guy's swole AF.
It's the size
Like
of a
Swole
house.
AF.
Like the squire is a 1/2.
Yeah.
And he's like a little kid who just hangs out with the knight.
Okay, does anyone else see that guy carrying not an axe, but instead a shovel that's embedded in the stalactite or stalagmite?
The card you're really going to want to get here is the Sliver Overlord.
Oh, really? Okay.
Sliv Overlord.
There's also a Stifle in this set.
Ooh.
Oh, look. Stifle.
Hey!
Counter target activated or triggered ability for a single blue mana. Yay, Stifle.
Worst. So, okay.
Best card ever.
Stifle, not the worst card ever.
No.
No, best
But-
card ever.
But I don't hate. I hate that Stifle exists.
Oh.
Not because of people casting it on me.
No.
I hate that Stifle exists because there are very few cards that actually do that effect.
Yeah.
And because Stifle exists, it means that every single time
You say
you have like,
you say and its ability, so it can't be countered.
and like except Stifle, and you're like, yes, except Stifle, but that's not it.
This is the reason why you crack your fetches at end of turn.
Oh right.
And your was it Phyrexian Obliterator is and
Yep.
Stifle is the big combo,
Yeah.
wombo combo.
Note that the flavor text is attributed to a Riptide survivor.
Huh.
Huh. I like that. It's not like
Stifle goes in the box.
it's not like Riptide survivors. It's not like that guy is the Riptide survivor.
It's a thing.
Apparently, Riptide survivors.
just like
Turns out the
a
Riptide
rank.
isn't actually that dangerous.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
like I'm a Riptide survivor. Yeah, great.
Roll it up again. We'll have Paul do the next one.
I'm excited.
20.
20.
What?
Wow.
1 in 20.
That always happens
I have no idea what
when
20
I'm
is.
when I'm playing D&D.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
that
I-
happens to our DM.
It's always, except it's usually the other way around. It's like 20, and then try to confirm. You get a roll of 1.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Look. Count with me, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Oh, all right.
It's the 2 packs of Homelands.
Why do we have all those extra cards?
They come in at the back. They
Now I
it moves
feel
forward.
bad.
All right. We don't know who sent us these.
No, we've had these ones for a while.
It's your fault, whoever sent these. Although I do know that they paid $1.75 in 1995. That's probably not accurate. I wonder if they paid more than $1.75.
No,
In
this is yeah.
In 1995, it cost $1.75.
Maybe whoever gave these to us just like bought them and sat on them for 20 years thinking, no, the Homeland's going to be worth something someday.
Or bought like 4 packs, opened 2, realized there's nothing useful, and then couldn't even be bothered to open the other 2.
Right.
All right. I'm hoping for
Joven's Ferrets.
Joven's Ferrets, Leeches.
Oh yeah.
What about
Not because it's a valuable card, just because it's a stupid card.
what's the counter that I really like that puts back on top of your library?
Oh, Memory Lapse is actually
Memory
really
Lapse.
good.
Memory Lapse is sweet.
Memory Lapse
right.
is probably one of the more expensive cards from the set.
At like $1.
Yeah.
Here we go.
See, we got 2 packs of Homelands because they're only 8 cards each.
Yeah. Still better value than the...
Hey, they're all foiled, the Yu-Gi-Oh.
That's true. All right. Evaporate. Evaporate deals 1 damage to each blue creature and white creature.
Right.
Does that deal 2 damage to blue-white creatures?
For 2 and a red.
Nope.
This is 1 damage to each blue creature, and I actually don't know. Also, look at that guy. He's like, oh.
See, the way it's written, it could be interpreted as it deals 1 damage to each blue and white creature. If it's just blue or just white, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Weird. So we did that bad idea Homelands draft at PAX East, and there's a bunch of weirdly specific color hate cards in there.
Yeah. Yeah, they were big on color hating.
Yeah.
Is there anything in Gatherer about that?
No? Okay. Next.
Azen Abbey.
Oh, cool.
Aysen Abbey. This is like a filter land.
Yeah, there's a cycle of 5 of these.
Yeah.
They're all strange.
So you can tap it to add 1 colorless mana to your mana pool.
Boo.
1 and tap it to add white. 2 and
Okay.
tap it to add blue.
What?
Or 2 and tap it to add green.
No.
Strange.
Sarah's gift to her people. A symbol of faith and hope.
Did you keep the receipt?
Yeah,
Please tell me you kept the receipt.
I was gonna say.
Can I return this for a smaller one?
Yeah, Sarah's
my
gift to her
size.
people, and then her people went, "Oh, that's nice."
Cool.
Ambush party.
These guys were bonkers in that draft.
That's so surprise party.
Yeah.
These are
Ambuscade party.
4 and 1 red. First strike. Ambush party can attack the turn it comes into play on your side,
They have haste.
and it's
3/1 first strike haste.
and
Not bad.
summon ambush party.
Yep. Old school cards.
I imagine that's like summon human or something now.
The human knights or soldiers or something.
Human rogue.
Ah,
Oh,
human rogue.
them right. Ambush. Okay.
Summon party.
Woo!
Dark Maze.
Oh God, no.
4 and 1 blue. It's a 4/5 wall, which means that it has defender, because things that had wall automatically had defender back then. But for 0, Dark Maze can attack this turn, and at the end of the turn, remove it from the game, exile it, and Dark Maze cannot attack the turn it commander control.
So it's a 4/5 that sits there and blocks all day, and then you get 1 hit. And it gets to attack once.
So
And then it goes away.
Use it wisely for 5.
Yep.
Does it exile?
Yeah,
I
it
guess
exiles.
that
Yeah.
removed from the game.
RFG.
Aliban's Tower.
God, no.
1 and 1 red. Target blocking creature gets +3/+1 till end of turn.
You know, it's a bad feel getting blown out by Aliban's Tower. Because then you have to say that you got blown out by Aliban's Tower.
This is like Titan Strength that does not do what you needed to do.
Different picture.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, he's been showing both pictures.
I like that even in like
We've had the first one every single time.
I like that even in the card art, Aliban's Tower is very unimpressive.
It's
Yeah.
really crappy looking.
It's Aliban's like a pile of rock.
Yeah.
It looks like it's maybe like 10 feet high,
Yeah.
but it's got a little window at the top.
Alabama, you in there? Yep. How much room do you have? Not a lot.
You want to come out? No, I'm fine.
Nope, fine, thanks.
All right, Funeral March. For 1 and 2 black, enchant creature. When enchanted creature leaves play, or when target creature leaves play, that creature's controller sacrifices a creature he or she controls. Ignore this effect if that player controls no creatures.
So you were correct in the enchanted creature. So you put it on a creature, and then when that creature dies, then they have to sack a second creature as well.
That could be okay. I guess.
It's not good.
Ugh.
Very strange.
Very strange.
Next.
Samite Alchemist. Hey, I had this guy. 3 and 1 white. For 2 white and tap him. Prevent up to 4 damage to a creature you control. Tap that creature. It does not untap during your next untap phase.
Ooh.
So for 2 and for 2 white and tap it, Frost Breath your own creature.
For 4 mana for an O2.
Yeah. For an O2, yeah.
Next again.
Dry Spell.
Oh no.
For 1 and a black, it's a sorcery. Dry Spell deals 1 damage to each creature and player. So
Dry Spell's fine.
I think a similar card has been printed lately as this instant.
Mm-hmm.
My soul thirsts for Sarah's salvation, as does my body for life's breath.
Oh,
Says
Eisen
Eisen Shade.
Eisen
Eison's
Shade would be in
Shade.
here.
Interesting. Cool. All right.
And that's it.
Oh right, Dry Spell's probably the rare
Well, the
or the uncommon. There's no rares.
the less common uncommon.
All right, crack the second pack open.
Do we have to?
Yes.
Okay.
They were bound together by a piece of
They
paper.
were bound together by law.
I think it was like a wrapper from a drinking straw. Actually.
Can't argue with that logic.
Yep.
I'm going to open it from the bottom in case that makes a difference.
Okay.
Come on, Eisen
Maybe-
Shade.
Maybe that will reverse the polarity of the cards.
And we'll get good cards.
Yeah.
Oh, I doubt that.
Asian Bureaucrats.
No.
Oh, this sounds exciting.
yeah.
1 and a white for a 1/1 summon Bureaucrats, which has got to be like the least likely thing that you're going to cast.
Yeah. They're attacking us. Quickly, get the bureaucrats.
And you can tap them to tap a target creature with power no greater than 2.
So they basically jump on your opponent's creatures and engage them in filibuster.
So like,
I love
lol, bureaucrats. Am I right?
Well, I love the flavor text. All the tortures of my vault of horrors pale in comparison to dealing with those petty bureaucrats, says Baron Sengir.
Just kill them. You're a vampire.
Yeah, I like the idea of Baron Sengir, like,
Sitting there with his head, like, rubbing his temples, being like, oh my god.
attempting to get like a bank loan or something.
Yeah, it's like,
Please.
no, I did fill it out in triplicate.
I was here yesterday. What? Where's the bureaucrat I spoke to yesterday?
did. The guy I spoke to yesterday I controlled his mind, and he said it would be fine. Anyway. Hey, another alchemist. Another Samite alchemist.
Moving on.
Next card.
Hey, it's Chandler.
Hey, Chandler.
For 4 and a red, Summon Legend. 3 red, and tap him to destroy target artifact
What a
creature.
narrow ability.
He doesn't even destroy artifacts. It's only artifact creatures.
Wow.
And he's a 3/3. Never brag about the latest wonder you've created, students. Chandler might be listening.
So Chandler,
This guy's face has
Ravika-
got to be based on somebody.
There's like, yeah, Chandler, Joven, and I guess Ravika all talk about each other in their flavor text. Or maybe I'm thinking of a different one. But there's a cycle of legends, basically, that they're all red, I think. It doesn't matter. None of them are great. I played this guy.
He
He was a 3/3 for 5.
He's basically like he's like the down on his luck buddy.
Yeah.
It's like you built this awesome robot and he like shows up. It's like, hey, how's it going? And then while he's talking to you, he just like pulls something out of
Hey,
the robot.
what's this do?
Yeah.
What's this do? Smash!
Yeah.
Oh, whoops, sorry, man.
Oh, I'm sorry I broke.
Another ambush party.
Sweet.
Okay.
This is a small set.
Oh, yeah.
Feast of the Unicorn. Hey, that's fun.
No, it's not.
Oh.
3 and a black enchant creature, and target creature gets +4/+0. Delicious unicorn.
Because they ate unicorn.
I believe at ThinkGeek you could buy like unicorn meat for a while. They had a thing. It was basically like a pot of like a thing of spam. You open it up, and there's like it's like a stuffed like parts of unicorn. They're like all sparkly.
That's so weird.
It was part of their April Fool. It was one of their April Fools ones that actually turned into a real product.
Oh, no.
Nerds.
Clockwork
Nerds.
Gnomes.
Yay.
Yay! Wait, no, not bottle gnomes. Clockwork gnomes.
These guys are artifact creatures,
They're
so
the least bad card so far.
stay away from Chandler. And they're 4 colorless for a 2/2. Tap 3 and tap them to regenerate target artifact creature, so they can regenerate themselves or somebody else.
Just chaining bottle
Wow.
gnomes together.
I would assume that Clockwork Gnomes were going to have some sort of stupid like you have to
Tick, tick, tick,
tap
tick,
it.
tick.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Koskin Falls.
Ooh, this is real.
2 colorless and 2 black. It's an enchant world.
Yes. They don't print those anymore.
During your upkeep, tap target untapped creature you control or bury Koskin Falls. Not so good. But no creature can attack you unless its controller pays an additional 2 whenever that creature attacks.
Super propaganda.
Yeah.
And
So
you only
it's
got to keep your worst creature tapped.
Yeah, that's not so bad.
Okay. Okay.
Which, if you have flyers and they can't block flyers, you just keep pinging in with flyers, and they can't attack you. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it actually is relatively decent. Ghost Hounds. Ghost
yeah.
Dog.
Ghost dog.
Summon Hounds. So it's 1 and a black for a 1/1. Attacking does not cause Ghost Hounds to tap, so it's got vigilance. And if assigned to block any white creatures, or any white creatures are assigned to block it, Ghost Hounds gains first strike until end of turn.
Okay.
Okay.
They really hate white creatures.
I guess we didn't actually. I just realized we didn't actually say what our first pick was going to be out of this pack of Scourge. But then when they figure out what our first pick is going to be out of these Homelands packs.
I mean-
Stiffle. Stiffle.
Stifle, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Stifle's actually like not amazing. So
Yeah, like the soldiers probably isn't the best.
Do these count as 2 packs or 1 pack for the purposes?
we'll say 1 pack because there's doubles in there, so it's basically like 15 cards.
Like the soldier lord or the
Yeah.
corpse.
I'd probably take the Soldier Lord. You can cut white.
Yeah.
There's only 2 other white cards in the pack, and neither of them are very good.
Yeah.
So if we get this as 1 pack, I'm probably taking the Koskin Falls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Especially like it's one of those things where it's like if you are doing this and if you're in a situation where you're drafting Homelands,
Which let me tell you, you should try to avoid.
yeah, then it's clearly going to be a super dirtly game anyway.
Yeah, that's why I took that. I'm like,
And then the
oh,
Kozkin Falls is going to be good. Yeah.
okay. There was
Yeah.
like some 1-2, like some one power
just-
flyers I kept hitting with.
Yeah, because Homelands just evolves into this like board stall of 1/2s.
Yeah.
They
Yep.
can't do anything. All right, next pack.
All right. Well, you know that you won't have to open the double homelands.
All right, we've jumped on that grenade.
Surprise!
6.
There's another double Homelands.
How'd that get in there?
Fallen
1,
Empires.
2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5, 6.
Oh,
It's
Dragon's Maze.
in.
Japanese?
Looks like Japanese to me.
Yeah, it looks like what's the one they use for
Yes, it is.
foreign languages?
Yeah.
Hiragana?
This was given to us by Gregory. Oh, right, the username Clip Show.
Oh,
Right,
Nice.
and then
Right, right.
this would have been at Con Bravo then, I guess.
All right. Dragon's Maze.
all right.
Japanese. So if you tell James the collector number,
Okay.
they'll be able to suss them out a little faster.
Although, in fairness, I feel like you guys can probably do a pretty good
Yeah,
job.
let's see
of-
what we can remember.
I mean, give me the collector number anyway, so I can queue it up. But
Okay.
I recognize that card, but I do not remember the name because it wasn't that great.
Collector number 44. It is a green card for 1 green.
You regenerate something.
Yeah, I think you regenerate. It's an instant. Yeah.
Regenerate target creature.
Oh,
Mending
that was it.
touch.
Okay.
Oh.
Like,
card
isn't-
19?
Didn't like Revised have just like regeneration?
Yeah.
Was an
Yeah.
enchantment
Yeah.
that permanently did that.
Yep.
Yeah. Uncovered clues.
Oh, no.
Sorcery, 2 and a blue. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal up to 2 instant and or sorcery cards from among them and put the revealed cards into your hand. Put the rest back on the bottom of your library in any order. This was less good than you really thought it would be because you couldn't use it to dig for a counter spell when you needed it.
Because it's sorcery speed.
Yep.
All right.
Like bad merchant scroll. Such bad merchant scroll. Hey!
Azorius.
Azorius Cluestone. Card 136.
3 colorless.
3 colorless, tap to add white or blue mana to your mana pool. For white blue tap, sacrifice Azorius Cluestone, draw a card. I mean, it's not exciting,
The
but it works.
Cluestones were not great, and you tried not to play them if you possibly could, but you know what? Sometimes they ended up in the deck, and it was fine.
Fine.
They
Because
were
you
fine.
could draw a card later.
Yeah, I mean they
Yeah.
were there because of how the set was
Yeah.
Yeah.
how,
You,
They
how
wound up-
Return to Ravnica was
you
set up.
really didn't want to rely on them for fixing.
Yeah.
The problem is that the Dragon's Maze was a small set, and 10 of the commons. There was only like 60 commons.
Yeah.
And
And
10 of them
were Cluestones. So there's
Yeah,
just
so
so many floating
speaking
around.
of Cluestones,
Speaking of which.
Golgari Cluestone, card 139. Same effect. Tap 3 colorless. Tap to add green or black to your mana pool. Green, black, sack, tap,
Draw a
draw a
card.
card. Oh my god. Oh, this guy. 25.
Oh, I don't remember this. Torturer?
Torturer, some kind of torturer. two and a black.
Hired
Hired
torturer.
torturer. Defender, for a 2/3 human
He
rogue.
looks like he likes his job.
3 and a black. Tap. Target opponent loses 2 life and reveals a card at random from his or her hand.
I like that. That's an excellent flavor.
You ever
Yeah.
kill a guy with hired torturer?
I have not.
It's possible.
Oh baby.
It's a slow game.
Oh baby girl.
Hey, it's your favorite.
Pack 1, pick 1. 1 blue, red for a 1/4 with Defender. Nivik Cyclops, card number 87. Favorite card in this standard block.
Nice.
He's so
Defender,
cool
whenever you
looking.
cast an instant or sorcery spell, Nivik Cyclops gets +3/+0 until end of turn and can attack this turn as though it didn't have Defender.
So you cast a spell, and then it's a 4/4 that can attack. What if you cast another spell?
You know, it becomes a 7/4.
Oh, really? And then
Yeah.
what if you cast a third spell?
Oh, then it becomes a 10/4,
Oh.
which is really relevant if the first spell you cast is the 1 blue mana instant that gives a target creature unblockable from Innistrad.
Yup.
That also has flashback for 1 blue.
Yup.
And then you follow it up with Armed from Armed and Dangerous from this set, which gives a creature double strike.
Yup.
Seems these.
Choo choo.
And +1/+1 in double strike,
Yeah,
actually.
lethal on turn 4. Good old Nivet. Good old Is It Blitz. This is an insect card. It is a collector card 42 for 1 and green for a 2/2 insect. With
Crawl Warrior.
Yeah, Insect Warrior. 5 and
Crawl
green.
Warrior.
Crawl Warrior gets +3/+3 until end of turn.
This card is way better than it looks.
Yeah.
Like, it's not amazing, but you're like, it's a 2/2, but that's such an... You're like, I guess I'm running it as a 2/2 for 2.
Yeah.
That's it. And you assume that 6 mana ability is never going to be relevant. But man, I got really wrecked one game because my opponent had 2 of these, and it's like,
Well, it's
I guess I'm just
when-
taking 4, but no, if I don't, then I can be taking 7. But if I block, then he'll just eat it. Oh no!
I mean, it's the threat of activation, and it's
Yeah.
also just the, there are games that go long, and you got nothing to play,
Threat of activation is real.
and you,
Yeah.
or not even that you have nothing to play, but you just have 6 mana out. You got something that you can play in your second main, but you can attack with these guys and be like, it could be a 5/5, or a 8/8 if I have 12 mana out.
Is this just populate?
Yeah, this is collector number 10 for 1 white. Populate.
Sorcery, right?
Sorcery, I think.
Boo.
Populate.
What's it actually
Collector card
called?
10.
Wake the Reflections.
Right.
Sorcery, populate.
Yep.
Hooray.
No.
Everyone wanted this. Everyone expected this to happen. And then when it happened, it was like, oh.
Right. Yeah.
I like.
Right.
By the way, I love populate as a mechanic.
Oh, yeah, me too. It's just nice when it comes with something.
Yeah.
Right, this thing. 2 in a red, collector card 31, or collector number 31.
Something of the guilds.
an
Awe
enchantment?
for the guilds.
Off for the guild. Sorcery, monocolored creatures can't block this turn.
Woof.
Yeah.
Man, Dragon's Maze had a lot of dull thuds in it.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
I would be able to tell you a lot more cards in Gatecrash
I
Yeah.
wish
or RTR.
Like
I
this.
liked the. I wish the guilds versus guildless thing had been kind of played out a little bit more.
Yeah.
yeah, it was
Because
really
that only really came into Dragon's Maze, or maybe a little bit in
Well, there were hints of it. Like there was that one angel
right.
that, guardian of the guildless or the
Yeah.
gateless.
something like that.
Yeah.
And I would have been really interested to see how that played out, but then it sort of didn't really.
Yeah, then it didn't happen. Oh, hey, this guy. Collector card number 103, Sin Collector.
Sin Collector.
For
that's the
1
one.
white black for a 2/1. Look at somebody's when Sin Collector enters the battlefield, target opponent reveals his or her hand. You choose an instant or sorcery card from it and exile that card.
That's real good.
Yep. I always assumed that they got it back when this guy died, and then I just remember, no, they don't. It's gone.
Yep.
It's gone.
This was played in Standard for a while.
Yeah.
That guy has seen some serious stuff.
Yeah. Oh, and it had the great promo art with the guy who was wall-eyed.
Oh yeah.
Collector number 101. 4 red green for a 4/5 giant.
Let me try and remember. This guy, when he enters the battlefield, he fights something at random.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Scab Clan Giant.
Oh, but it is opponent controls.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. I meant. Yeah. I didn't say that, but
So
yes.
it could just be 5 mana removal if he fights like your opponent's 1/1 Death Toucher.
Yeah. If they've just got a bunch of creatures that, like, generally this guy just killed something, which is
Right.
pretty great, and left a
Yeah.
4/5 behind.
Yep.
I mean, the random thing is always tricky, but
Yeah. Oh, turn and burn.
Turn and burn.
Turn and burn is probably one of the best fuse cards in this whole
Yeah.
set
Oh, I love this card.
because you
Okay.
can't just kill something with it.
yeah.
Turn. 2 blue instant. Target creature loses all abilities and becomes a 0/1 red weird until end of turn. Burn the other half of the fuse card for 1 in red instant. Burn deals 2 damage to target creature or player. Usually
So-
this was a 2-for-1.
5 mana, you can pretty much kill 2 creatures with this.
Yeah. And the fuse ability, you may cast one or both of halves of this card from your hand.
And so sometimes you totally are just like, well, spend 2 to kill something, or spend 3 for a turn to frog-like effect. But sometimes you work, because they've resolved an order of the card left to right, so sometimes you were also like, well, 5 mana, make that giant thing an 0/1 and zap it.
Yep. Or sometimes it's combat.
But yeah, the best situation is in combat, when you turn one thing tiny and block it and kill a different thing.
Yep.
Oh, that's good.
Good
Oh,
times.
yeah.
Good times.
Turn
so
and burn is
good.
really, really good.
I like the weirds.
Oh crap!
Oh, rad! This card, collector number 92. The
Progenitor Mimic.
Yeah, progenitor mimic.
Yeah.
4
Oh, it's
green
fun.
blue for a 0/0
Boo.
shapeshifter.
Oh.
You may
Fail
have
vanilla test.
progenitor mimic enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield, except it gains at the beginning of your upkeep. If this creature isn't a token, put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of this creature.
So you play this. You say that you just pick whatever creature on the battlefield, and then you always get another one every turn.
Yeah.
And the other ones stay.
Yeah.
The original
Absence-
is the only one that makes new ones, but you just get a new one every turn.
That's
And
ridiculous.
regardless of what
notice
happens
the
to the other
absence of a word on this card. Target.
Oh yeah.
Geist of Saint Traft?
Oh yeah. Right. And
Wait,
did I say?
no, isn't he in Legend?
Yeah, but you can have one,
Yep.
and they can have one.
But
No, at,
Every
at
time-
this time,
every-
like it was a 6-mana Doomblade. But
I see.
okay.
I was like, every time you get a
Yeah.
copy of it, it'll just kill them both. That doesn't
yeah,
work.
no, but like I mean,
No, you get to pick which one.
yeah.
Right.
If they can have one, and you can have one, and then if you get a second
Well, under
one,
the
you
new
pick.
rules, but at
Yeah.
this time, like
right,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm just
but,
saying you aren't
it
going to
could
get
hit-
like
it could
10
hit-
guys
my
to
point
Saint
is,
Traft.
it could hit hexproof things.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. And did I see a foil in there as well?
Yes, you did.
Oh, what do we got? Oh,
It's one of the Arrestor cards. Collector number
Liev-
3. Liev. No, wait. This one in white. It's not a creature.
oh no, you're right.
Detain
Leave
up-
decree.
Yeah.
Cree. Detain 2 creatures your
Opponent's
opponent's control.
Detain was until your next turn. Those creatures can't attack or block, and their activated abilities can't be activated.
Yeah.
That was sweet because this is a sorcerer red. So you're like, those two guys, they can't block, and you get in, but you don't have to worry about the crackback because
Yeah.
they also can't attack that turn.
Yeah, like we see bug. And final card in the pack, Orzhov Guildgate.
Yay!
Yeah.
Okay.
Collection number 153.
Is it just me, or is this guy
We
wearing
also got
one of those like sumo fat suits?
kind of.
The guy is not actually that big.
Yeah.
You can see his head.
He looks like his head is coming out the top of Immortan Joe's face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, weird. Now cannot unsee. Cannot unsee. So, like, it really feels like they were struggling for content for Dragon's Maze. I wonder how big, or how large Dragon's Maze loomed in the decision to take blocks down to 2 sets. Because, like, Liev Decree and Summon the...
Wake the Reflections?
Yeah, Wake the Reflections seem like really uninspired cards, as do the Clue Stones.
Well, I think it might also be one of those things where it's like if Dragon's Maze had been like a bigger set, then they could have like the problem is it was not only was it a small set, but it was a small set that they had to represent all 10 guilds in.
Yeah.
And maybe if it had been a larger set, they would have had enough cards to actually try something new. But
Yeah.
because they only had like whatever 10, 15 cards per guild that they could actually do, they were like, well, we don't have enough cards to actually like show something new. We just have to kind of keep
Yeah.
it going.
Yeah. So
But-
you're obviously first picking Nivik Cyclops.
Obviously. Except Progenitor Mimic's so cool.
Yeah, I'm
That's a
Progenitor
cool
Mimic?
card.
I'm taking Progenitor Mimic and feeling really sad that I'm passing a turn and burn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, that's my actual first pick. As
Yeah.
it probably actually is for
It's
you
for
because
you.
you know that you can pick up the
Yeah,
Cyclopses later.
Yeah, the Cyclops on the wheel.
Yeah.
But the Progenitor Mimic, especially in like a draft or something where, it is going to be going a little slower, and that's just being able to not only, I mean, it's like the right of replication or whatever, right? Where it's like if you actually pull it off, it's just you win.
Should we do one more?
Can we do one more?
I think we could.
I
Sure.
think we can fit in
All
one
right.
more.
We've technically opened 5 physical packs, but 2 of those are Homelands and one of them was Yu-Gi-Oh. So
More packs.
all right, last one. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plane
Plane
shift.
Right.
A lot
This
of
is one
old
of the-
school.
I opened
Yeah.
the Homelands one. That doesn't count.
Go for it. a lot of old school packs today.
Plane shift. Ooh, look at the guy in the front of plane shift. He's freaky deaky.
He's like a skeleton thing with a skull on him.
Yeah, he's like a skeleton
Metal
dragon, but with a skull on his head.
Sign me up.
Is it weird that I know what that card is?
What card is it?
No, well, I can recognize the card. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
This has 15 additional cards.
Ooh. Is it an expert tier set?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
This one we've had for a while because there's no name written on it. So thank you to whoever gave us this pack of Plane Shift.
In this strategy game, you play with decks of illustrated cards instead of a board.
Yeah. Really reaching there for the.
It might have also been one of us who bought it. Who knows? But
Possibly.
thank you regardless.
Alrighty, here we go. Surprise deployment. Oh
Oh my god.
Lion surprise.
The art on this card.
There's 3 colorless and 1 white.
Look at that. I mean, I'd be surprised.
It is an instant.
I would be surprised too.
It is an instant you can only play during combat. Put a non-white creature card from your hand into play at the end of the turn. Return that creature to your hand.
An instant. You can only play it during combat.
So you can't.
This is on defense because it doesn't say the creature has haste.
No.
Surprise
unless
deployment,
the creature.
Emrakul.
Yeah, unless the creature has hit. But like, yeah, you could like surprise deploy
Anything.
or surprise deploy Ulamog, who gives you an extra turn.
No,
when he comes into
Emrakul
play.
gives you an extra
Oh, is it
turn.
Emrakul? Yeah.
Only when you cast it.
Oh, right. They thought of that.
This
I know.
sucks.
All right. Nightscape Battle Mage.
Oh, the battle mages.
2 colorless and 1 black. He is a creature wizard.
Mm-hmm.
Kicker, 2 colorless and 1 blue, and or 2 colorless and 1 red.
Yeah, because Nightscape is black with blue and red.
Yeah, it used to be.
Because like the Nightscape Familiar is the black creature that makes blue and red spells cheaper.
Right. It's and or.
Yep.
Yeah, so you can pay one or both. Either or
Oh, I
both.
see. When Nightscape Battle Mage comes into play, if you paid the blue and 1 or 2 colorless and 1 blue kicker cost, return up to 2 target non-black creatures to their owner's hands.
Wow.
When he comes into play, if you paid the blue colorless and 1 red kicker cost, destroy target land.
Wow.
So he's got a lot of stuff going on
for
here.
just 9 mana.
So
Now,
it's
granted, that's 9 mana, but that is backbreaking.
Yeah.
My preferred thing mode would be to get this down for 6, kicking for blue.
Yeah.
That'd be the tempo play. I think.
that seems fine. It's non-black, but it's still pretty darn good.
Irritating ultimatum.
Fleetfoot Panther.
Oh yes.
1 colorless and a green and a white. He's a creature cat. Super swole cat, by the way.
Yeah, this guy's ripped. Look at his back.
Yeah.
You normally can't see someone's back muscles from the front.
So it's 3 mana, a green, a white, and a colorless for a 3/4. You may pay him anytime you play an instant. So it's got flash, and when he comes into play, return a green or white creature you control to its owner's hand. So it's one of those things that
Yeah.
sounds bad, but could actually be good depending.
Yeah,
on the
no, I like this guy a
circumstances.
lot. I like this cycle of cards a lot.
Questing Feltegriff. Yay!
That's
It's
the rare.
The other Feltegriff.
He looks so happy.
This is the awesome Feltegriff.
Yeah.
The one that actually does stuff. 1 colorless, a green, a white, and a blue. He is a creature Feltegriff. And 1 green, questing Feltegriff gets +1/+1 to the end of turn, and target opponent gets a 1/1 hippo creature. 1 white, he gets protection from black and red till end of turn. Target opponent gains 2 life. Or blue, questing Feltegriff gains flying till end of turn. Target opponent may draw a card.
And it's a 4/4.
It is a 4/4 for 4.
Love it. Questing Filtegriff is the best.
I like to imagine that there's like a whole bunch of wizards that are all meeting, and like one has like a Pegasus, and one has like a Griffin, and one has some
A
other
hippo?
what? Well, it's some other flying thing, and then this guy just shows up with his pink flying hippo, and
And
somebody's
everyone's
like,
Gord, no, we told you.
he's like, what? You said make flying creatures. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
hippo.
you've got a flying horse.
That's
What's wrong with my hippo?
It's not that much weirder.
Like, what's
Yeah, it is.
You made her cry. You made her cry. This a flying hippo starts off weird, then this card got weirder.
All right. For 1 red, it is a singe. 1 damage target creature. That creature becomes black until end of turn.
Because it's singed.
I feel like
That's-
becoming black requires more than just bzz,
Yeah, then being like,
just covered in soot. It's
That's
like
so terrible.
black is a state of mind. It's not the actual color that you are.
instead of just being like spending the rest of the turn going around,
That creature becomes real annoyed until the
Yeah.
end of your next turn. Just like, dude. All right.
that's smart.
Thornscape Familiar. For 1 colorless and 1 green. Creature insect. It's a 2/1, and red and white spells you play cost 1 less to play.
Yes, the Thornscape was green with red and white.
Yeah. He's a nasty little bugger.
The Sunscape and
Oh, and here's the Stormscape familiar.
Stormscape familiar get, or not Stormscape, the blue one get play in.
This is the blue one.
Stormscape.
Yeah.
It's real
Oh, yeah,
good.
Stormscape.
One colorless and one blue. He's a bird. A 1/1 flyer. And white and black spells you pay cost 1 less.
Real
I
good.
play this guy in my Pauper Commander deck.
Sweet.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Each Stormscape apprentice must hand raise and train an owl before attaining the rank of master.
Just to irritate them. It's
Stormscape
it's a hazing ritual.
Yeah, Stormscape masters often have like 4 fingers on one hand. Hull Breach.
No.
No, the Weatherlight.
No.
This is 1 red and 1 green. It's a sorcery. Choose 1. Destroy target artifact, destroy target enchantment, or destroy target artifact and enchantment.
That seems pretty
that
sweet,
seems
actually.
fun.
Krovax
Wait,
knows
isn't that the Weatherlight attacking?
I think that's
a different thing?
that's them attacking Krovax, I think.
I just sent the Predator crashing into his stronghold. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Krovax knows we're coming now, said the grinning Sisse. I just said the Predator crashing into his stronghold.
Neat.
Fancy. Volcano Imp.
This sounds like it's going to be underwhelming.
3 colorless and 1 black. Creature Imp. Flying 2/2. 1 and a red. And he gains first strike until end of turn. It's not terrible.
Yeah.
There
it's
are worse
actually-
imps.
When you consider that, like, a Windrake, which is a 2/2 for 2 and a blue,
Yeah.
is fine, actually. Windrake is sweet. With flying. This guy's okay. But the first strike in the air doesn't come up as much, so
Here's the Nightscape familiar. The black one.
Hey.
1 colorless and 1 black. He's a zombie, 1/1.
With regenerate.
Blue and red spells cost 1 less to play, and 1 and a black to regenerate him.
I also play this in my Pauper Commander deck.
Hell yeah.
Let's hear it for Esper familiars.
Daring Leap.
Ooh.
1 and a white and a blue. For an instant, target creature gains +1/+1 and gains flying and first strike till end of turn. That
Spring.
is not. That does not look like a good landing spot.
Yeah,
See,
no,
this
that
is-
seems
this is-
dangerous.
Better than Mighty Leap. This is a Daring Leap. Because the trick is they also get
The
first
+1.
strike. Instead of +1/+. Because Mighty Leap is flying at +2/+2.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Daring Leap is +1/+1 and first strike and flying. That's the difference between a Mighty Leap and a Daring Leap.
So you're with the Daring Leap, you aren't as tough, but you're going faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, who dares wins.
Yeah. And
Oh.
then there's Jump, which is just flying.
Yeah. Sisse's Ingenuity.
All right.
For 1 blue,
Okay.
enchant creature.
Oh.
When it comes into play, draw a card.
Oh.
An
okay.
enchant creature has 2 and 1 blue. Target creature becomes the color of your choice until end of turn.
So worst case, it's a cantrip.
Yeah.
1 blue mana.
1 blue
draw a
mana,
card.
draw a card, sorcery.
And
Okay.
changing the color of the creature in this set could actually be relevant. There's
Oh,
a
it
fair
could
amount.
actually because
yeah.
of all the, yeah.
There's a fair amount of stuff.
Well, the Thornscape one was like targeting non-black creatures. So be like, this creature's black now.
Amphibious Kovu or Kavu.
Oh, Kavu, right.
It's 2 colorless and a green. He's a creature
Oh,
Kavu.
yeah.
When Amphibious Kavu blocks or becomes blocked by 1 or more blue and or black creatures, Amphibious Kavu gets +3/+3 until end of turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's another reason to
Hey.
change colors of creatures.
What? Yeah, that merfolk does not look happy.
No, that merfolk is effed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that merfolk is like, whoa. And the Kavu,
Trying to dodge backwards but can't get out of the way in
the
time.
Kavu
Yeah.
is going in for the tickle.
Kavu's
Yeah.
going tickle tickle. Amphibious tickle.
Mortal tickle.
Hey, and the
tickle.
Sunscape, holy crap.
Do we have all the familiars?
There's 4 of them so far.
neat.
Sunscape familiar, so it's 1 white and 1 colorless. It is a wall
Wait,
for
what?
0/3. Green and blue spells. What? Every other familiar gets the an ability associated with that thing, with
Yeah.
that color. This guy's ability is Defender.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
That's
an ability.
not a good thing.
It's an ability. It's a 0-3 for 2.
Also,
not very
again,
good.
again,
not very
you have the meeting of the wizards.
Yeah.
It's like I have my owl, I have
The zombie.
my zombie, I have my thing, and it's just like Dave, you can't have a wall as your familiar.
I brought my castle. Try to stop me, Ted. Try to stop me.
Yeah, that's
What are you
cheating.
going to do about it? Are you going to send your zombie after me? No,
can't-
you're not.
Yeah, too
No,
bad.
you're
I'm
not.
in a wall.
No,
I'm in a
you're not.
castle.
What now? What now?
To be fair,
What now?
To be fair, it's a really shitty castle.
What now?
0-3.
Yeah.
That's a wall of wood.
Yeah. It really is.
Stops your zombie, Dave.
Yeah, it's like I feel like you're not really getting the real spirit of
I
this
can't
familiar
hear you
thing.
from up here. Can't hear you from up here.
Here's a Meyer Kavu,
Sure.
3 colorless and a red
Okay.
for 3/2. And Meyer Kavu gets +1/+1 as long as you control a swamp.
Oh, this guy's sweet.
Yeah.
This is actually super reliable for limited. Mm-hmm. That's good. All right. Sold.
So he's get the Rakdos thing going on, and he's a 4/3. Seems fine. And surprise deployment. Okay, so that's it for
All
those.
right. Let me see here. So, I mean,
There's some interesting stuff in there.
like, questing Feldegrif is high on the list,
Yeah,
obviously.
Very tempting.
I would actually like to point out that I just noticed that the symbol for what is this plane
Plane shift.
plane shift? The symbol for plane shift is very similar to Yu-Gi-Oh's symbol.
Oh, on the back of the cards.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. The swirly thing.
questing
I
Feldegrif.
want to believe that lion in surprise deployment is just falling. It's not leaping. It's like, well,
That's such a that's such an odd. It's such a like weird art style too.
Yeah.
yeah.
Fleetfoot Panther actually seems really strong. 3/4
Yeah.
flash, and you probably get to bounce something as well for 3 mana.
Yeah.
Like, the Feldegrif is
Is
awesome.
yeah, but you
But-
might be able to get it on the wheel.
In a one-on-one game, it's actually pretty bad.
Yeah.
Well, I guess maybe if you're hitting them for 4, you don't care if they're drawing cards.
Maybe you just play it as a 4/4 and never.
Never do stuff.
Yeah.
With that mana base, though, I don't know. But I'm probably taking the Panther or the Nightscape Battle Mage, but probably the Panther because I think that's awesome. Although, yeah, like the Stormscape Familiar is really good. There's some interesting cards here.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Well,
Well,
questing Feldegrif. I love.
Feldegrif's
He gets
amazing.
+1/+1 until end of turn, but the opponent gets a 1/1 hippo token.
Sorry, Cam. I just nailed you in the knee. I am
okay.
sorry.
So he gets it till end of turn. The other guy gets a permanent
Yeah,
+1/+1.
that's not a
Yeah.
that's not
That's not good.
that's not equity. Well, that was a lot of fun opening these packs. Thank you to everyone
Yeah.
who has given us. Yeah, make sure to put the Yu-Gi-Oh in the box as well, just in case.
You have to take the Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah. Thank you to everyone who gives us packs. Actually, speaking of packs,
Oh.
we'll be at PAX Prime coming up. This will go up before PAX, right? But this will be the last episode before PAX.
Yes.
Yes. Well, this will be going up during PAX, won't it? Goes up next Friday.
Let's maybe
It's going to depend, right? Because
Yeah.
we could put up either one that we've recorded today.
Right.
So we'll put this one up today
okay,
or tomorrow,
right.
and we'll say come to PAX next weekend.
Sounds great. So hey, next
By
weekend.
which I mean, if you have tickets,
Yeah.
we'll see you there.
Anyway, they're doing a bunch of cool stuff for Magic. They've put up a schedule of the stuff they're doing. They've basically taken over the like annex building where tabletop was previously. Now it's all Wizards. They're doing the World Championships from there. They have their own panel room where they're doing like a story of Magic panel, a Magic art panel. These are like with people who work at Wizards. Mark Rosewater's doing a live drive to work. Marshall is doing the live recording of Limited Resources episode 300 with Ryan Spain, the original host of Limited Resources.
Oh wow.
So they're doing a ton of stuff there. There's a spell slinging event on the Saturday between 4 and 7, which we are participating in.
Yeah.
Myself and Cam and James and Kathleen and Ian. That's everybody, right? Mm-hmm. Yes. And Will Wheaton and Felicia Day and Chris Cluey and some other people. Oh, and a bunch of people from Wizards R&D are going to be there, and you can come fight us 1v1 with cards. And if you defeat us, then you get to unlock preview cards from Battle for Zendikar. So, I mean,
Well,
I'm kind of
it's-
incentive. Maybe
Yeah.
the people from R&D have a different feeling. I kind of want to see these too, so I'm sort of incentivized.
No, never. Win.
Hard.
But it's not that when you defeat the people you unlock the card. It's like once everybody has or it's like an aggregate thing.
Yeah,
isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah. It's I don't know all the details, but it's once there's a certain, like, defeating the Eldrazi, that's us. When defeating the Eldrazi earns like points towards unlocking these cards.
Super cool.
So that we get to see them. And then there's the Battle for Zendikar preview show hosted by Will Wheaton and Ashley Birch at 7, which, if you can't be at PAX, is being streamed on twitch.tv/magic. And you definitely want to check that out.
And like even if you're at PAX, if you can't get into the room, it will be streamed. So.
Yeah. So that, because I know a little more about that than I do about the spell slinging, and trust me, you want to watch that. And then, of course, we'll be at PAX as well. Our table will be in Bandland, and you can come by and engage in commerce or say hi and touch your hands to our hands, or we'll sign something or whatever. We're very open to having people come and say hi. It's one of the main reasons we go to PAX. So hopefully we'll see you there. And boy, there's a lot of cool Magic stuff. So if you're listening to this podcast, you definitely want to check out the stuff when you're there. And if you are listening to this podcast, thank you, because it's brought to you by you.
Yay!
As a supporter of our Patreon, patreon.com/LoadingReadyRun, which supports not only Tap Tap Concede, but the Lurcast and Fight the Future, Magnum Rewatch. That's all of our podcasts, but also the crap shots and just Checkpoint and streaming, all sorts of things. It supports everything that we do, so please check that out. We'd appreciate it. So until next time, this has been Tap Tap Concede.